The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
And here's Messi. Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Rui Costa. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a key interception. Kimmich. Cafu. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Dani Olmo. Now it's Torres. Well, that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Now the... Oh, what a climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. That's an imaginative pass. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Yaya Toure. He's a sharp little ball here. Chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Fernando Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So it is still 0-0. It's Rui Costa. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
The ball has bounced loose now. That's a good... Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short, and this is Messi. Now then... And a chance! He's missed, but not by that far. Cannavaro. Oh, this looks sharp. Kimmich conjures time and space where few can. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Howson. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Kimmich. Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rui Costa touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Neymar. He has found the way through. Rui Costa did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played out towards the right wing. That is ended up in no man's land. Bale. Now it's Kante. He's got away. Gets into some space. Messi. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Howson. It's Roberto Carlos. And it's Kimmich. Howson. And he's forced to go back. Cafu. And it's Rui Costa. And here's Neymar. And it's Kimmich. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Cafu. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Everyone, please.
So your views on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Jeff, Chiba have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going, and eventually you'll get your break.
He's found a way through. No, there's no going past him this time. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to...
Big chance! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And this is Bale. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nicely aimed pass. Dani Olmo, spread it left. And this is Bale. Lobbed in behind. And the shot! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Yaya Toure. It's Kimmich. No, again, there's no way through. And here's Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Number 10.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Kimmich. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Kante gets a foot in here. Dani Olmo. Fernando Torres! And yes, it's there! And they get themselves in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Liverpool take the lead.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Torres looking to penetrate opposition lines. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's shot a goal! He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Hernus clears. A lot. It's Neymar! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Yaya Toure. Can he get on the end of this? He was under real pressure there. And he lines up. It's a mighty effort! He scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 4.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's in space and looking for options. Chance! They've done it! Into the lead once more. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitutions taking place.
And now he has two. Liverpool go into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Now it's Bale. That ball looks a good one. And he's surging through. And the finish! It's there! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Rummenigge looking to run onto it. And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Hullet. Neymar. Saliba. Kupchu. Neymar. Kupchu. Xavi Simons. And it's Mendes. Rafinha is in a really good position out wide. McTominay attempts a clearance. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Simons. Xavi Simons unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Donadoni gets into a good position. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread out to the left. Great vision. Now it's Simons.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Well, they could break here. Shifted it to the flank. Neymar. Pass is just off target.
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Jeff, Chiba really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Kupchu.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He is through here. Cross to the back post.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Crossed in again. McTominay gets it away. Simons. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. That is some save from Khan. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cafu is flagged offside. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That pass isn't the best. And it's been played through. He's got away. And the shot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Yamal, great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's made its way to him. Played out to the left flank. Neymar picks it up out wide. Oh, he's onto this. No, that's been intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Neymar! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's...
Can he finish? And again! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Marseille really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Kimmich with the clearance. Shapes to shoot! And he's really put himself on the line here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. No goals as yet.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Lovely feet. He's shifting through the gears here. Shoots! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
Raul, always looking for that half a chance. Oh, sweet feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cafu. And this is Messi. And the shot! It's there! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
It's a good ball out wide. He was under real pressure there. Cafu could try cutting inside here. It's a throw-in. And it's Hullet. Almost half an hour in now. And a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Yamal. And he's had it nicked away. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's picked his way through. Big header! Gabriel.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Played with speed from back to front. Kökçü. Messi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Messi! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's good play from him.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kimmich. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ibra. And the shot! No mistake! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Jeff Chiba.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's come off the upright. And here's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Looking to go deep. Cleared away. Yamal. Now it's Haaland. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. McAllister.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. McTominay. Roberto Carlos. And he's forced to go back. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Oh, super ball. Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That has been slung wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neymar risks... Good chance here! Raul going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
It's Raul! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Messi. Cafu gets into a good position. Chance for a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Messi has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible. Marseille really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Some good work on the right flank here. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Van Dijk. I think we're just about done here. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He is through here. Neymar. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separate. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. McTominay going full steam ahead down the left flank. It's Hullet. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's had it taken off him. Drogba. Oh, that's a key interception. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And here's Messi. Drogba. And it's Kimmich. And it's made its way. Shoots! He's scored! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have...
It's a mighty effort! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter.
Oh, smashing header! It's hit the crossbar. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Over to the left. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ball is over the line. And here's Ibrahimovic. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Kimmich conjures time and space where few can. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. And he's gone backward here. Hullet. Yaya Toure. And he's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Kimmich has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
Bullet! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Into the lead once more. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Toure tries to clear. Neymar. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Opts for safety. McTominay, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Kimmich. Yaya Toure. Knocks it out wide. Cafu. Cafu charging forward down that flank. And it's Hullet. And it's Kimmich. It's a promising position. Neymar.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, sweet feet. Kimmich stood his ground strongly. Bastoni plays it long. And this is Raul. He might be in here. Raul tries a shot. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Raul can really show some outlandish skills, which is always...
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
So off we go once more. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Roberto Carlos. Kimmich, who does have an assist to his name. This is Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Decent progress down the left. Bastoni with a definite foul there. Cafu. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Ibrahimovic. Probing pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung. Oh, well played, lovely. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cafu. Deep cross. Terrific header! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So the lead now is 2.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Gets good distance on it. Throw in. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Rijkaard. Haaland. Oh, good take in a good area. And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. And that has gone straight into touch. Cafu.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? He's being urged to shoot. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's Kimmich. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's an excellent interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ibrahimovic looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Pullet, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, well measured. Park Ji-sung. Cafu. Kimmich. Ernest. And he's had it nicked away. Chiellini. Iniesta looking to be a menace in the final third. Ernest.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Shot, surely! He scored! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Number 10.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Number
Cruyff.
22.
That pass isn't the best.
Raul. Number 8. Park Ji-sung. Coming on the
Iniesta.
field. Number
Very
4,
much into the last
Mohamed
knockings.
Salah. Number 15. McAllister.
Oh, that's nice.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
McAllister.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Mohamed Salah.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we're done. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He is through here. And that has been cleared. Crosses it in. Cafu attempts a clearance. Oh, there's a probing ball. So what can they make of this? Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Out to the right. Messi. That's good play. And he has been fouled there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Hazard can get it clear. And it's McTominay. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
It's a promising position. Threads one. Great chance! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Corinthians have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well, it's constantly looking for the ball into the box. Kimmich. Ibrahimovic is onto this. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And here's Roberto Carlos. Neymar. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's picked it up. Mighty effort. Has fallen kindly here. It's in. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Neymar. Great vision. Otto calmly anticipates. Corinthians applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with...
Big chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Pull it. And here's Messi. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Kimmich played out towards the right wing. And the counter is on. Pull it. Messi. Yaya Toure. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. It's Neymar! Big moment! Massive goal! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
Number 21, Neymar! Neymar! Neymar!
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or, even better, can they get another?
Shapes to shoot! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
After 45 minutes is...
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Kimmich. Now it's Neymar. We are into overtime. Conte. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football.
Welcome to the field.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Now that's well seen too.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
McTominay. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and this is Messi. Now it's Hazard. And here's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's clever. And this is Messi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. Messi has it out wide and in space. Now it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. And it's Yaya Toure. Opts for safety. Roberto Carlos. Neymar going full steam down the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he welcomes it in. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Shot a goal! Neymar. Guardiola. And it's Azar. Cafu simply refused to be outdone there. Toure has created one goal already. He's a sharp little ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution on the field.
And we have our very first corner.
Ibrahimovic. Number 21.
Kimmich with the short one.
Number 10.
Honest! Really well taken goal. And again they hit the front. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Number 15.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Conte. To Batistuta. Knocks it out wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Cafu. And it's Kimmich. Roberto Carlos, a picture of focus and alertness. Rummenigge. Yaya Toure. McTominay. And it's Rui Costa. Driving forward. It's Kimmich. Turns back here, probably the best option. Roberto Carlos.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Azar. And a chance! In he goes again! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 5, Gattuso. Substitution
The
in
final
progress.
5 minutes. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. I think we're just about done here. Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. Now Gattuso. Passing is crisp and sharp.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Gattuso. Now Gattuso. Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Gets his head on it! Oh, split-second reaction.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now, can he find a finish? It's a lovely, neat pass. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. And it's Roberto Carlos. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Out towards the flank. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Over to the other side. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press. Cafu. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, just skips past Ibrahimovic! And it's a goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Roberto Carlos. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Kimmich. And it's Yaya Toure. Cafu. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Knocks it into space. Nicely shot, goal! And the ball's come loose here. And he's managed to get free. Raul plays it in. Tries to get it clear. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Played back to the goalkeeper. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Bullet. Cafu. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. That is good strength. Now Yaya Toure. And this is Ibrahimovic. And here's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. It's Neymar! Fine stop from the keeper.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Roberto Carlos goes short. Could try cutting inside here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Jeff, Chiba clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Shot could be on. Spread it left. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
There will be a throw-in. Can he get it through? And the ball is out of play. Roberto Carlos, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. That's been drilled in, and he's heaved it away, and that interception was most necessary. It's played through for him. And this is Torres, and he's on his smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And he's gone looking for safety. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Now, can they get him away? Raul. Really fierce, close defending. Looking for the run. Lovely. Goes for a shot! They've done it! So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
And that is masterful defending. Vitinha. Now it's Torres. There they go, hunting in tacks. Neymar. Lobbed in behind. Brilliantly cut out.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Dani Olmo receives it in a wide position. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, it's come loose. Roberto Carlos. And it's McTominay. Cafu. Aims beyond the defence. Torres! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Le numéro 5. À leur place, le numéro 21. Le numéro 6. Changement.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. McTominay. And it's Yaya Toure. For Messi. And it's Yaya Toure. O'Shea. Very much into the last knockings. Now Hernus. And it's Serginho. O'Shea threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's neat. Paris Saint-Germain claim it back to much approval. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Vitinha. Now it's Mbappe. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's on it, and the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We have already started here.
Roberto Carlos. That's very neat. Kimmich. It's a threat. Great chance! An early chance there, first of the game.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short, and this is Neymar. Decent chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's there to retrieve it. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Fired deep towards the back post. Deflected behind for a corner kick. This is their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. And it's Van Nistelrooy. That's an imaginative pass. Out of play for a goal kick. Now it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Kimmich can see things others simply cannot. That's headed upfield. Messi going face to face with his great rival.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Haaland. That's a shade optimistic. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Stood up well to him there. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He's being urged. He's had a shot! And he's there to belt it away. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Hullet. Nice control. Engages and forces him off the ball. Threads one in. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Haaland. Oh, this is a great... Haaland! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Guti with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Knocks it into space. Neymar. Oh, that is a smashing piece of defending from him. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Tries to... Can he finish? He scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
Jeff Chiba really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Cafu. Some good work on the right flank here. Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Perez. Kimmich. Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big chance now from 12 yards. Neuer, in the context of the game, he must save it. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Driving forward.
2 added minutes has been
Kimmich
indicated.
simply refused to be outdone there. Out to the right. Great vision. Now it's Kimmich. And he shoots! Now that is commitment to the cause. And this could be the final action of the first half. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the half-time whistle goes. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now it's Haaland. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. And a chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Guti goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Guti. He's picked his way through. That's a throw. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Van Nistelrooy, and the shot! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. England are back in business. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Mbappe has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here, and he's there to get it away. Haaland, looking for the run, and this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely, now shot goal! Really well taken goal. And again they hit the front. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Guti is the team's great visionary. Perez will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pull it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he plays one through. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. England can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, taken with style. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Gordon puts his foot on the gas. And that's put paid to a promising move. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a searching pass. Great defending, strong and determined. Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Now then, oh, he's been caught napping. Fabinho gets good distance on it. Now it's Messi. That is good strength. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi's cross. He can get that clear. That'll be a throw-in. So here comes a substitution. So time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 4, Gullit. Number 21, Neymar. Number 10, Messi. Number 17, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field, number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 7, Rui Costa. Number 18,
It's really well cleared.
Number 19,
Nicely
Iniesta.
weighted ball.
Number 13,
And the finish!
Rummenigge.
In for the pieces! And somehow it stayed out. Musiala.
There will be 5 minutes added
Musiala.
time.
Oh, this is a terrific run. That ball looks a good one. That's not going to find its target. And it's Musiala. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, this looks sharp. Gnabry. Perez. Fabinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's being shifted off it. No way through. And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Played out to the right. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
And now the breakaway.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Cafu. Played in deep. Oh, what a climb! Oh, he's been caught napping. And again. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well read, nice interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's very neat. Gullit stood his ground strongly. engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's good play from him.
And here's Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Roberto Carlos. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And no, that was never going to make it. Conte. Nicely spread. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And here's Neymar. Great vision. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Kimmich goes short. Decent chance! Messi is there, and he can get that clear. Looking for the run. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Messi. And the through ball. And Donadoni! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Kimmich. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Kimmich. Cafu. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nice interception, well timed.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Cafu. Yaya Toure. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No, that's been intercepted. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Donadoni.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, played right into his path. Roberto Carlos. Not the most convincing of passes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Whatever happens, that's the...
And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
There will
Donadoni.
be 1 minute added time.
Marquinhos. And it's Marquinhos. Howson. And here's Messi. And this is Hullet. Goes for a shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Jeff Chiba ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Jeff Chiba clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, that was vital. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
In it comes. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Nicely aimed pass. And he was quick to react. And it's Neymar. Messi quietly revving up. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Messi! That has been knocked clear. Batistuta gets a foot in here. Chips it through. It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. Just about up to the hour now. It's a good ball out wide. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. McTominay. Kimmich can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Messi. Now it's Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's there to get it away. Now McTominay. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now this could be a chance. He's got plenty of space out wide. He gets big! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Toure does really well to win the ball there. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Roberto Carlos.
So the first
Number
moment
8.
of real significance.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Coming on the field. Number 5.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0.
Number 9.
Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Yaya Toure. Rijkaard. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Gattuso. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. And here's Haaland. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice pass. Shot, surely! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Batistuta. Oh, good take and he shoots! That is decidedly lacking. The final 5 minutes. And it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. He has found the way through. And it's played in. Cruyff. Now Gattuso. Yaya Toure. It's a really well-measured ball.
Added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Turns back here, probably the best option. Played out towards the right wing. Well seen. And there goes the final whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, and pull it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That has been knocked clear. Van Basten to McAllister. Serginho. That's a good run down the left. He's got away. Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Kimmich. Roberto Carlos. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Back into the middle.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Roberto Carlos, he's got full! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Goes for the shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Kimmich plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And he whips it, climbs up big!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
And he cuts out the supply. Pullet pinches it off him. McAllister. And it's McAllister. And it's Serginho. Shot could be real chance! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Xabi Alonso plays it short. Van Basten! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. And it's been taken short. Rafinha puts a shot at goal! Goal! Barcelona! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in a good position here. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ibrahimovic. And the shot! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Jeff Chiba are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And it's McAllister. Howson, ambitious ball here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. McTominay. Cafu. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Hullet. Well, that looks a decent ball. Messi gets into a good position. Shoots! Dani Olmo. Strong running down that left flank. And Serginho. Dani Olmo. And this is Van Basten. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hullet. Well, they could break here. Well timed, excellent interception. Xavi Alonso. Great vision. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Van Basten, and he's been shifted off it. Roberto Carlos. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And it's Messi. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Kimmich. He's looking wide. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Hullet. Looking to play. Takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Kimmich is... And the finish! Has another go! And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Howson. Steaming on goalwards. Cafu. And Rafinha. Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. Spread out to the left. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Kimmich. Yaya Toure. McTominay. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Hullet. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Cafu. Now it's McAllister. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's found the bullish header! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Adams. And Danny Olmo. Cafu. That's a good ball out wide. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Cafu. To McAllister. Spread it left. And it's Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cafu. Yaya Toure. And it's Yaya Toure. Schlotterbeck. Oh, it's Van Basten. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made...
Decent chance! It's anyone's ball now. Not the most accurate pass. That's headed upfield. Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Roberto Carlos charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Jeff Chiba really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Played out to the right. Now it's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Neymar. Out to the left it goes. Fired deep. Up he goes! And that could have brought them level.
Ibrahimovic is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 4. Bullets.
Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Neymar. Coming on the field.
Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Number 7. Rui Costa.
Roberto Carlos producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Number 19.
Kimmich.
Iniesta.
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Jeff Chiba really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Rui Costa. Now this could be a chance. Odegaard. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Rafinha. Looking for options for movement. Rafinha looking to run onto it.
Has been indicated.
Rui Costa. Yaya Toure. Rummenigge. It could be a chance! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 13.
And it didn't take him long. And there goes the final whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of... And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cleared away. Right card! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a good run down the left. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cafu. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cafu made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. And it's Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Hullet. Out towards the flank. And this is Hullet. McTominay cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. McAllister proves too strong.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
No way through. Hullet looks to get on the end of this. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's been drilled in. And that was very necessary. He won't be happy with that one. Distributed tidily. Oh, he's onto this. He's got away. And Messi! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. So it is still 0-0. And it's Neymar. And that was nowhere near his best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Kimmich. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. It's Hullet. Out to the right. Under an awful lot of pressure. And this is Ibrahimovic, and the shot! That has been knocked clear. That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. Look at the space here. Hullet. Yaya Toure. And here's Neymar. Alonso. He rises! Goal! Arsenal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Messi! That is some save from De Gea.
Jeff, Chiba truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Batistuta. Well, they can break here. McTominay calmly anticipates. And it's Kimmich. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Oh, perfectly. Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Xabi Alonso.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Neymar. Yaya Toure. Messi. Looking for options for movement. And this is Ibrahimovic. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Jeff, Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Flashes it across. Looking to play him in. And this is Neymar, face to face with the keeper. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Ibrahimovic. That's a good ball out wide. Messi. He's found a way past. Batistuta, always looking for that half a chance. He's a sharp little ball here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bullet! Arsenal are looking to go forward now. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Good ball over the top. Picked out brilliantly. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Tries to get it clear. And it's Hullet. Oh, good spread. Played back in. Danger averted for now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Batistuta. Bullish header! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Cafu gets into some space.
Oh, sweet feet.
Kimmich. That'll do under the circumstances. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Hullet. Messi threads one in. He has a look up. Ibrahimovic! McAllister. Rijkaard. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Driving forward. Batistuta. There's the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hullet. He is through here. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Osimhen. David Villa. He's got away. There. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And this is Van Basten. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Dealt with nicely by the defence. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself.
Up he goes! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hullet. That has been slung wide. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now, who's going to be first to this? If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Nicely weighted ball. Kimmich can see things, others simply cannot. It's a good spell of possession, this. And the finish! Nicely aimed pass. Makaleli. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Yaya Toure. And here's Ibrahimovic. Strokes it back. And here's Messi. Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Neymar. Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Now there's a fine ball. Makaleli. McTominay, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Messi might just make this. Cafu. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That is a brilliant interception. That's a sharp pass. Messi. And now the breakaway. It's Hullet. Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. And it's Hullet for Messi. Kimmich. And it's Yaya Toure. Played out to the right. Cafu plays it in. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, that's a fine interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get it through? It's the best one! Well, there's the clearance. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yaya Toure. Well, that is one way to stop him. Makaleli eases the ball away from him. Osimhen, good purposeful running this. It's a goal kick. Cafu. Cafu. Cafu takes control of it and he's on the move. Roberto Carlos. And the shot! Off the post! And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine...
Big chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cannavaro. Neymar. And he's found a way past. Oh, he's burst through. Kimmich, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's picked it up out wide. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Can he latch onto this? He's having a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
What a wonderful goal!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Besiktas have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, that's a key interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Out of play for a goal kick.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Hullet. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And this is Neymar. Neymar's cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's not an especially good pass, that. That's a throw. He's found a way through.
That was lovely, that.
In with the challenge. Now, can they get him away? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Makaleli, the man synonymous with solidity. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Ibrahimovic, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Mbappe to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Substitutions taking place.
Back to the keeper it goes. Beckenbauer opts for safety. Now Mbappe. And it's Zanetti. Mbappe! No outsmarting him this time.
Besiktas clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Tries to play it through. David Villa. Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Osimhen finds himself offside. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's there to get it away.
Jeff, Chiba really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Gattuso
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Rui Costa. Oh, this is a great position. That's going to go a long way.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that has left him in a heap. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Action has already started. Cafu. Passes short and sharp. Hullet. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
David De Gea, simply because of the
Terrific header! Caceres, and again! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Lazio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's been given away. Mbappe. Can he finish? And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, that is out of this world. Terrific improvising. And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Played back. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Beckham in acres of space out wide. He's found a way through.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. It's a threatening ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, it's Van Basten.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that should get the job done. Caceres. Beckham has it out wide and in space. Beckham. Ball driven towards... Climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Now it's Beckham. Messi. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And he's there to belt it away. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Takes aim and crosses.
Well played and well cleared.
He's a shot. Takes a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Kimmich plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Messi. Messi! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time. Guardiola. Out to the right. Beckham. And it's Messi. Searching pass he's played there. Delivers with whip. Cafu attempts a clearance. Kimmich producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Yaya Toure. Kimmich. Hullet. Shifted it to the flank. Hullet. Hullet touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Ibrahimovic. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Yeah, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And it's Hullet. Van Basten, looking understandably energised after his goal. He is through here. Shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking.
Lazio certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Cafu. And it's Hullet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Guardiola does well to get it back. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Strong running down that left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. And that should get the job done. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Chance!
And he's heaved it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Out to the left it goes. Delivery from... Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a throw. Caceres. Beckham. Beckham with the cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And it's Hullet. Kimmich. He's well positioned here. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is...
There's the shot!
Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. And this is Van Basten. And he's certainly onside here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's picked his way through. It's out for a goal kick. Messi. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It's Hullet. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cross needs to be good.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Too long, and over the line.
Cambio di giocatore.
Oh, terrible pass. This looks promising. Lovely bit of skill. Hernes. Rui Costa.
He's having a shot!
Deftly away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Can he get on the end of this? Rummenigge.
And the finish! Really well taken goal. And they get themselves in front!
Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And he's running.
Shoots! No mistake! Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And now he has two. So the lead now is 2.
To be
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Cafu has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Chips it through. Van Basten. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A winner. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Nedved. It's Nedved! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious. Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations.
Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pull it. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Kimmich. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He is through here! Yaya Toure. Cafu.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's really well manoeuvred. Valverde. Caresses it through. Oh, what a ball! Now that's a fine challenge. Valverde. Mateus conjures time and space where he's got tall. Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Marmouche simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Pull it. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Kimmich. And it's Hullet. Kimmich played out to the left flank. Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hullet. Shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Nedved. And he's worked it through. Yaya Toure. Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's Nedved. Marmouche. Kimmich. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Hullet. Oh, that's delightful. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, nice touch. Spread out to the left. And he whips it in. And he's gone long. And here's Messi. Oh, he's tripped in right on the cusp of the penalty area. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Hullet with a real chance here. Hullet! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, sweet feet. There will be a throw-in. Messi charging forward, the ball... He's had a shot! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to...
Tries a shot! Decent enough try.
Neymar is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Yeah. Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass just didn't quite work. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Cafu. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
It's Kimmich. Roberto Carlos. And it's Kimmich. And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nedved. Valverde. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hullet. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And this is Cruyff. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of...
It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
And this is Marmouche. Valverde played with finesse. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Yaya Toure. Here's Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Gullit.
Gullit stood his ground strongly.
Goes for a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Toure does really well to win the ball there. And this is Marmouche. Valverde. He rises! And that was very necessary. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Mateus, who does have an assist to his name. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he cuts out the supply. Marmouche, and he plays one through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
And the shot! Sticks it away! And they get themselves in front! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, this is a big chance! Oh, taken with style! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.